Okay, Edilistas. This is the third time I've tried making this video today, so let's hopefully third time's a charm, and I can finish the video right now. So, I looked at your IXL work yesterday, and everybody did a good job on the math, so way to go. Very proud of you. What most people struggled on was the language arts section of main idea and supporting detail. So I'm going to do a quick lesson on main idea and supporting detail. I'm going to use our Coach Practice Plus book, which I'm sure you guys all miss immensely. It was so fun. So the story I'm going to be reading, it's called A Dangerous Intersection. It's just 4 paragraphs long. It's not a long story. So I will read it, and then I will go through our process and explain how to find the main idea and the details. So, a dangerous intersection. Our neighborhood has a very dangerous crossing at the intersection of Valley Road and Maple Drive. Many minor accidents have happened there already, as well as several close calls when cars narrowly escaped hitting one another. In some cases, pedestrians have been hurt as well. Pedestrians are just people walking on the road, okay? The city needs to put up 4 stop signs, 1 on each corner, immediately before someone gets seriously injured. At one time, fewer people lived in our neighborhood, and this intersection was relatively safe. There were only a few houses built because most people had large farms, and there was very little traffic. People drove slowly through the intersection and yielded to make sure there were no cars coming. There were hardly ever any cars coming. Now, more people are driving on our roads. During the past 10 years, many of the farms have been sold and the property divided. Many new houses have been built. Each house has at least 2 drivers in it. Some people do slow down at the intersection, and they should, because usually another car is coming. But we often hear brakes squealing and horns honking because one driver didn't see the other. If 4 stop signs are put up, then all drivers will be required to stop and look. They will be able to see if there is another driver coming on the road from the other road. I believe the signs will solve this problem and prevent people from getting hurt in our neighborhood. So, I've read the text one time, and I'm going to think about what my question is, okay? My question is, what is the main idea? So now that I've read the text once and I've asked myself my question, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look for, I'm going to read it again looking for the answers. So if you guys remember, during shared reading, I told you that if you look at the first sentence of each paragraph, usually, not every time, but usually, the first sentence of every paragraph is the topic sentence. And the topic sentence tells you what the rest of the paragraph is going to be about. So, I'm going to take my highlighter, and I'm going to go and I'm going to highlight the first sentence of every paragraph. So I'm going to highlight the first sentence of the first paragraph. It says, our neighborhood has a very dangerous crossing at the intersection of Valley Road and Maple Drive. I'm going to highlight the first sentence of the second paragraph. It says, at one time, fewer people lived in our neighborhood, and this intersection was relatively safe. Now, the third paragraph, the first sentence says, now more people are driving on our roads. And the fourth paragraph says, if 4 stop signs are put up, then all drivers will be required to look and stop and look. So, I've gone through and I've highlighted the first sentence of each paragraph. Okay? So, if I were to ask you, what is the main idea of paragraph 2? You should be able to look at the first sentence, which says, at one time, fewer people lived in our neighborhood and the intersection was relatively safe. You could restate that sentence and put it in your own words, and that would be the main idea of the second paragraph, okay? So in my own words, I would say the main idea of the second paragraph is that the neighborhood was used to have a lot less people living in it, which made that intersection not have as many accidents, or made the intersection much safer than it is today. If you look at the third paragraph and you say, what's the main idea of the third paragraph, you should be able to look at the topic sentence and put it in your own words to tell you what the main idea of the third paragraph is. So the main idea of the third paragraph says, now more people are driving on our roads. So that entire third paragraph is just talking about how the neighborhood has grown over the last few years. Lots more drivers have moved into the neighborhood, and because of that, there's more cars on the road and more crashes. So that's how you find the main idea of just a paragraph. But if you want to find the main idea of the whole story, you're going to take all of these highlighted sentences and you're going to put them together to form one fluid, like 1 or 2 sentence main idea. Okay? So I'm going to do that for you. It says, our neighborhood has a very dangerous crossing at the intersection of Valley Road and Maple Drive. At one time, fewer people lived in our neighborhood and this intersection was relatively safe. But now more people are driving on the roads. If 4 stop signs are put up, then all drivers will be required to stop and look. So I'm going to take those 4 sentences and I'm going to combine them to be one main idea. So I would say that in our neighborhood, we have a very dangerous intersection. It used to not be very dangerous because not very many people lived here, but over the years, more people moved in, more drivers started driving on the road, and now we need to put up more stop signs to make that intersection safe for everyone. Okay? Now I put that in my own words. It was a long sentence. It might have been 2 sentences. That's okay. But that is how you find main idea in detail. Okay? I am going to post this video and then I'm going to write the steps down in the instructions, and then I will put it up on Google Classroom as well. Okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that helped. If it doesn't, please email me or comment. Leave me a comment and I will do my best to explain it further. Okay? All right. Have a great day, guys.